Next topic, universal law of gravitation. This law is proposed by Newton. Here, moon is revolving around the earth. At the time of Newton, he know acceleration on the earth or acceleration due to gravity. So that is g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. But he don't know acceleration on the moon or acceleration due to moon or centripetal acceleration of moon. So that is am. So he had to find the am value. We know centripetal acceleration am is equal to v square by rm. But here v is equal to omega into r. So substitute in this v is equal to value. So we can get omega square rm square by rm. So here 1 rm cancel. So remaining terms are am is equal to omega square into rm. But we know omega is equal to 2 pi by t. So from this omega square is equal to what? 4 pi square by t square. So therefore am is equal to 4 pi square by t square into rm. So at the time of Newton, he know the time period of moon. So that is 27.3 days. And the distance between moon to earth is here 3.84 into 10 to the power of 8 meter. So if we substitute these values in this equation, we can get am nearly it is equal to 0.0027 meter per second square. So compared to g value or compared to acceleration on the earth is, this value is very less than. So a on earth is very much less than a on moon. So that is v square by rm. So from this we can say if distance is increases, so the acceleration is decreases. So a on moon is how much we can get? That is 0.0027 meter per second square. So acceleration on earth is 9.8 meter per second square. Acceleration on moon is 0.0027 meter per second square. So here acceleration is decreasing for increasing distance. So here it is 9.8. Here it is 0.0027 meter per second square. So here acceleration is decreases increasing radius. So here both are inversely proportional. Let us assume so g is inversely proportional to square of the radius, so that is r is square, and am is inversely proportional to rm square. So from this, here I am taking g by am, so that is equal, here g is 1 by re square, so am is 1 by rm square, so that is rm square by 1. So from this, here rm square by re square. So if we substitute Rm square Re square, we can get 3600. So for G is equal 9.8 meter per second square and Am is equal 0.0027 meter per second square is also we can get 3600. So our assumption is correct. Here acceleration is inversely proportional to square of the radius. Finally, Newton proposed a law, that is universal law of gravitation. So here the statement is every body in the universe attracts every other body with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So in the universe, every two body attracts with a force. That force is directly proportional to product of their masses. So here I am taking two masses or two body. So that have masses m1 and m2. So here attractive force is directly proportional to product of their masses. So here directly proportional to m1 and m2 and inversely proportional to square of the distance. So here r square. So from this we can write F is proportional to m1 m2 by r square. If we remove proportionality, here we have to take proportionality constant. So that is here G m1 m2 by r square. Here G is known as universal gravitational constant. So the value of G is, here it is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. In vector form, so here I am taking, this is x axis, this is y axis, this is z axis, here it is origin. So here I am taking mass m1, here it is mass m2. The position vector of mass m1 is r1 bar, position vector of mass m2 is r2 bar. So here r bar is, according to vector addition, r bar is equal r2 bar minus r1 bar. The force between two masses is, so that is F bar is equal G into m1 m2 by r square, but the direction of force is oppose the r bar, so that is minus r cap. So therefore F bar is equal, how we can write, minus G into m1 m2 by r square into r cap. So here r cap is equal, it is a unit vector, it can be written as r bar by r. So here also r bar is equal to what, r2 bar minus r1 bar. So here r cap is equal to r bar by r. So if we replace r cap with r bar, so we can write F bar is equal to minus G m1 m2 by, here r cap is equal to r bar by r into r square, that is equal to r cube into r bar. Here negative sign indicate the force is attractive. The force is attractive force. Here I am writing force on mass m1 due to mass m2. So that is F12 bar. So here F12 bar is equal. So that is G m1 m2 by R12 square into R12 cap. Sorry, minus R12 cap. So here we can write R21 cap is equal minus R12 cap. So here R21 cap is equal minus R12 cap. So F12 bar is equal, how we can write? G into M2 into M1 by R21 square into R21 cap. So here force on mass M1 due to mass M2 is equal G into M2 M1 by R21 square into R21 cap. Here force on mass M1 due to mass M2 is F12 bar is equal G into M2 M1 by R21 square into R21 cap. Here I am taking 4 masses. So that is M1, M2, M3 and here it is M4. So here I am calculating total force on M1. So the total force on M1 is, so that is good, F bar is equal. So here the force on mass M1 due to M2 is F12 bar. Here the force on M1 due to M3 is F13 bar. Here force on M1 due to M4 is F41 bar. So here the total force on M1 is how much? How we can write? So that is F12 bar plus F13 bar plus F14 bar. So here F12 bar is equal, how we can write? So that is here F12 bar is equal G into force on mass M1 due to M2. So here force on mass M1 due to M2 is M2 into M1. So G into M2 into M1 by R21 square. So here R21 cap is equal to what? Minus R12 cap. So here F12 bar is equal force on mass M1 due to mass M2 is, so G into M2 M1 by R21 square into R21 cap. But here it is minus R12. Here I am replacing with R21 cap. So plus here force on mass M1 due to M3 is, so here what? So that is G into, so force on M1 due to M3 is G into M3 into M1. So M3 into M1 by R31 square into R31 cap. So plus force on M1 due to M4 is G into, so here force on M1 due to M4 is M4 G into M4 into M1. So that is G into M4 into M1 by R41 square R41 cap. So here R31 cap is equal to how we can write? So that is minus R13 cap. So here R41 cap is equal to how we can write? That is minus R14 cap. So net force. So the total force on mass M1 is equal to how we can write? So F bar is equal to G M2 M1 by R21 square R21 cap plus G into M3 M1 by R31 square R31 cap plus G into M4 M1 by R41 square R41 cap. Note, first point is the force of attraction between a hollow spherical shell of uniform density and a point mass situated outside is just as if the entire mass of the shell is concentrated at the center of the cell. Here, a hollow spherical shell of uniform density having mass M1 if a point mass is outside of hollow spherical shell having mass M2, so in this case the entire mass of the shell is concentrated at its center. So here mass is concentrated at center. So here if the distance between two masses is r, so the force of attraction between hollow spherical shell to point mass is F is equal to G into M1 M2 by R square. See second point, the force of attraction due to a hollow spherical shell of uniform density on a point mass situated inside it is 0. So here it is a spherical shell. So if a point mass inside of a spherical shell, so here it is point mass. So in this case the force of attraction between hollow spherical shell to point mass is 0. So in this case the force of attraction between spherical shell to point mass is 0.